you feel like every freaking week you fool around and drop something drop something that pre-production put together. And then when you do these things, you know what you say? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Welcome to episode 164 of MTMJ Podcast with theWife.
Definitely.
I know it's been 2 weeks since we last pod, but I am happy to be here. Allergies and all. My wife thought I was going to cancel another week. No, we're here for you. You're here for us. We thank you for all the people that subscribe and join our Patreon. We thank you for all the people who listen weekly, have their opinions, whether positive or negative. We appreciate you. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the lost astronauts no one knows about. Right? That's the first thing we're going to talk about. Then I'm going to really give the best description of what I feel is going on with the YSL trial. I think it's unconstitutional, but you'll hear more about that later. We also going to talk about the stinky people that I work with that don't care about them spreading that funk in my direction. That's 1, 2 right there. And then we might throw in some funny things as we go along throughout this episode. But we thank you for listening. Make sure you subscribe, rate, comment, like, share, and all that other good stuff. All right, babe. Let's get to it.
What you got?
Let me start it over.
You see that right there? That's the ocean. And inside that ocean are sharks. And sharks can smell blood in the water up to a quarter mile away. Dogs can smell drugs in people's asses. But you gonna tell me right now some of y'all can't smell when you're musty? Walking around smelling like gym socks and salt and vinegar chips. Ain't no sense in that. It's too hot for that. Deodorant and washcloths ain't that expensive. Get you some soap, wash your ass, get out, put some deodorant on, and go on about your day. But we don't want to smell it. We don't want to smell that. That's all I got. Go kiss your mama. Tell her say hello.
And tell her you musty.
Hey, we back. We back.
Look
Look at her. She get ready to slap at me. All right, so. Got a turn.
Man.
How did you enjoy that, babe?
That was nice.
Okay.
I like that.
With the blend, huh? No more pause and play, huh?
I like that. And they
Yeah,
did.
motherfuckers. All right, so we're going to start with the less serious. No, this is serious. Forget what I'm talking about. Astronauts stuck in space.
They still up there?
So they've been up in space since early June, right? I think June 7th to be exact.
Oh, don't they got 90 days?
No, they. It sounds like they're not coming back to February, y'all.
How? They got enough resources up there?
Yes. Apparently they sent 84 whatever type of crafts up there to space with supplies for them.
So why they send supplies to stay up there but they can't come back?
What I'm confused about is you know they can get back. You know they're not in no danger, but it is a lot of people who are truly concerned as if they're about to die. And the way I've read it is that's impossible.
I thought they said they had 90 days with the stuff that they had. So you gonna send me some more supplies instead of sending me something to send me back home?
So look, Boeing insists that the astronauts are not stuck and said there is no increased risk in bringing them back in the Starliner. The Starliner is the Boeing plane that was the first time that it went to space. And upon going there, they had some issues with the thrusters. It was a plane,
not a rocket?
It's something. Yes, it was a rocket, but it was made by Boeing. So,
like
but NASA is contemplating getting them back on the SpaceX flight instead. And the SpaceX flight is due to go up in September. And the plan for them to be able to get these two astronauts back is to put them on. It's a 4 to 5 seater they're going to take 2 less people for them to come back. But if that is the plan that they're going to choose, the original plan of them being in there for a short time is now going to go to 6 months. So they won't come back until February.
All of them?
The 2, plus the other astronauts that went up there in the other one, what I just said. In the
so
SpaceX
how many
flight.
up there now?
Apparently, there's astronauts from multiple countries that are up there. So they're not up there by themselves.
So they got a whole community?
Man, yes. So they
said, they up there partying. They said, hey, F y'all down there on Earth. We see y'all next year.
So there were a few questions that people were concerned about. Here's one. Is there enough food, water, and oxygen? So yes, there's a reserve of supplies up there to keep the astronauts going for plenty of time. The time, plenty of time I'm sure has an ending date. What?
Nah. So are they up there to procreate on Mars and stuff?
No, they're not. They were supposed to have been testing a plane, and they took supplies to repair apparently their bathroom. But let me get through these questions.
A bathroom?
Yes. It says, as for water, the station has a urine into drinking water recycling system. I don't care if you recycle, how much you recycle my pee.
You drinking your pee-pee?
I don't feel comfortable with drinking my piss. And a part of the system also captures moisture released into the cabin air from the crew's breath and sweat. So they're turning perspiring, sweating into drinking water as well. Food supplies are a bit fancier. Meals are created by NASA's Space Food Systems Laboratory in Houston, where chefs focus on making food appetizing as well as nutrients. What? Boo.
I'm trying to figure out, they up there in space getting down, and we down here in this bullshit.
But here's my thing where I'm a little confused. It says, at the time that I got this story, it said, when were supplies last sent? And at the time, they had last got supplies on August 6th. And my wife brought up a very important question. If y'all able to send so many supplies and do all this extra stuff, why are y'all not capable of sending an unmanned vehicle up there that can potentially become a manned vehicle to go back? So, and they don't have no questions about that. But you know why? They don't want to leave this prototype plane that they used to go up there. I read today.
So did something happen to the plane?
Yes. Something did happen to the plane.
Okay, but how them other people get up there? Did they take Boeing too?
No, and it's people up there from Russia. People up there from.
No, did they all use a Boeing prototype?
No, they didn't say exactly what type of plane they used. Listen, the United States was the only state I believe got rid of their program as far as when they used to send missions to the space. So they contracted out their program to other companies, and Boeing was one of the competitors, and they won the bid. So over the last few months or years, they've been trying to prepare a plane not a plane, but a rocket that is capable of going back and forth to space. Just like when NASA had their own program that they funded and did all those things. Now, I can't explain to you exactly why they discontinued their program and decided to contract out the funds and all that. But these two people that's in space, they are retired Navy SEAL people. All right, babe.
Where they get this money from to do all this?
It's a federal situation, so you know where it came from. And listen, we ain't. Huh? She'll be all right. We ain't the news media people, and our research may be scary. So do not look and judge us. We're confused just like you.
I just got some questions. They got federal funds to send them.
It's probably not federal because it sounds like it's like Elon type Musk type stuff. So it might be funded by somebody private. But see, Boeing is a Boeing do planes and all that other stuff. So
yeah, I said like Southwest and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to figure out how they got the funds to do all this.
Yeah.
And a damn carton of eggs and shit about to be $9.
Yeah, but
I just more power to them, and as long as they okay, shit, and keep me up there chilling.
And then it doesn't really seem like they struggling, like, so I wouldn't.
And they having P-teenies, happy hour there where they having PP martinis and shit.
So how you feel about smelling one of your your coworkers? And
I had a staff with that issue.
The people don't know what the issue is. What's the issue?
No, I was saying to you. I had a staff with that.
So what's the issue? What issue did you have a staff that stink?
She smelled like onions and dirty pans.
So let me ask you this:
like that now. But
how did y'all deal with that?
I had to have a conversation with her
within company policy.
Yeah, like me and her had a side conversation. I didn't send out like no blast emails saying everybody's hygiene. No, that's what some people do, and I don't like that. Like, be direct. Tell me. Don't send it out, and now everybody trying to figure out, ooh, who stink? Who they talking about? They talking about who? Nah. We had a conversation. She had a thing for onions. She used to literally sit there and take a Ziploc bag out with sliced onions and just chew on them. Absolutely not. We cannot do that.
Then that's different. Then that's not her natural body odor, though.
It became her body odor because she ate it so much. It was in her pores.
Oh, okay. Then I didn't. That wasn't what you were saying at first. You was making it seem that she smelled like onions because she just like.
Oh no, she ate onions so much that it literally seeped out of her pores.
So do you think if she hadn't ate them onions as much as she ate them, would it still seep out of her pores?
No.
Okay. That's not what I'm getting at, but I'm just trying to understand, like, if you got a problem, I think hygiene is something you shouldn't have to have a conversation with no adult. And that's one. And then if you got to have that conversation, it shouldn't be made to be so difficult. I mean, just let the person know that you're offending them, and it's becoming a problem for you. I mean, it's becoming a problem for your coworkers. So if it's possible, could you shape up a little bit?
I mean, but anybody can have that conversation with that person. If it's offending you, you can have that conversation because you're offended.
Yeah, I'm not offended.
Oh, well, then.
I'm not never near this person long enough to be offended.
But then you
me and this person don't operate in the same vicinity at work. So okay. It's just like, but I think it's a little funny when people do too much and they make something so small and so simple into be something so major. And then when you say you're going to handle it, you wait 2 weeks to handle it. And then your excuse.
Did the person still stink 2 weeks after that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I'm about to say, you're not about to come at me over no funky shit and I don't stink this week.
Yeah, but also what if it's just the person's culture and it's nothing they can do to fix it because they don't want to go against their culture?
I mean, but that's still a conversation. You can let them know and they can say, hey, this is a part of my culture, X, Y, Z. Okay, so now I get it. You just not funky just because you been disrespectful and funky. You just funky because you disrespectful and funky.
You're not funky because you're disrespectful and funky. You're just funky because you're disrespectful and funky.
Because your culture is unfortunately disrespectful and funky. What? That shit is not cool. I don't care what nobody say. That is not cool at all.
Okay.
That's not cool. Can you imagine, like, one day your sense of smell was not there, and then the next day your sense of smell is like on 1,000, like you smell everything, and that just come through and smack you, like,
yeah,
like, dang, and then I don't know, because you can't say you don't smell yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't say that. Now, you can say you're immune to it. Like, you're used to it. So it's like, okay, it doesn't offend you. But you can't say that when you first start getting that stench, that drain wasn't like, woo, what's that? But and then all of a sudden, you like, ooh, I smell like poopery.
Some people just in love with their odor.
Well, that also comes from what you eat as well, because there are people who eat clean and things, and they don't have to use like soap and all that. They use natural stuff like lemons, limes, shit like that. But it's giving he needs a good old green alcohol.
I don't know if green alcohol gonna help that. Because
and
once he dry out, he's still gonna be the same way.
No, he needs some green alcohol and exfoliate and some apple cider vinegar.
What's so crazy is I found out today. I found out yesterday he a pastor too.
Woo-wee.
One of the things the Bible say, cleanliness is next to godliness.
Well, you know he ain't next
so
to
if you
God.
stink like that, we know you not close to God. So you need to spend some time getting up under your underarms, because God will really appreciate you for that. Anyway, so how do you feel about your man coming home with food from another female at work? How would you feel? And should I feel comfortable with wanting to do that?
How would I feel? She gave you enough for both of us?
No.
The fuck
But of
you
course
bring
I'm
that
gonna share.
home
But I'm of course I'm
Who
gonna share.
is she? Where she come from?
That's the question.
Did you pay for it, or she just gave it to you?
She just gave it to me.
Just out of nowhere. She ain't nothing special.
Say I walked into the break room and was like, that smell good. And she'd be like, well, I can bring you some, Mike. And then I have food already, but then I bring that home and eat that. And you like, where you get that from? Should I feel comfortable with doing that? I'm asking you. You don't roll me up and down.
You tell me.
Should the man, let's eliminate us. Should the man feel comfortable with doing that?
I mean,
like for me, I can answer that question for myself, but I'm trying to figure it out for you. I wouldn't feel comfortable with doing that because my wife can cook and she cooks for me daily. So why would I need to try something just because I could taste a little bit of yours? I don't need you to bring me no food. So no.
So when she brings
and then like you bring it here, your emotions might be dictated off of the taste. You might have been cool with it and tasted. No, this bitch didn't give you no food to bring home to me. And I'm looking like, but you just was good with it. But no, it's nasty. Fuck, you bring this home. And now I'm stuck looking like I'm confused. Which way did he go? I'm like sitting there now. No.
Okay. Listen.
So to eliminate all this, I'm not going, because what might taste good to you, what might not taste good to you. What the fuck just happened?
Might taste good to you.
Yeah. And then that's even a bigger problem. Because now I'm still stuck between a fucking 12-inch sword.
No. Because, okay, say.
How about when I brought them Jordans home?
Huh?
How about when that girl bought me them Jordans and I came home with them?
Which Jordans?
Sonya, don't act like
What happened?
Nothing happened. I'm trying to get you to remember.
What was something?
Clearly your reaction wasn't to clobber me. So it must not have been a bad reaction. So the fact that you can't remember it, we're going to leave it alone. No, I want you to remember it, and I brought it up. It was so long ago, but I remember
what issue did I have? I didn't have an issue.
I can't remember what you said, though. It was some funny shit, though.
Fuck, should have brought me some, too.
I think that's what it was. You tell her to buy me a pair? I told her, because I remember, I said, I didn't ask her to buy these shoes. But when she said she was going to buy them shoes, I said, oh, well, give me a pair, too. The hell?
She said, got 2 pair.
But yeah, that food. So,
but the thing is, with the food, stop playing fussy. With the food, did she bring everybody else some?
No.
So she just bought you some?
Yeah.
And what was it?
It could have been anything, but what I'm saying is my wife can cook, so I would have been like, no, thank you, I'm okay. You don't have to bring me nothing. But what if you were a person and y'all ate out a lot and he brought the food home? And you can't cook. And that's all he talk about is you can't cook.
And
she bring that home and yes.
And that's gonna turn into your people's
We'll talk about that off mic.
Your people's when you had your work wife and shit.
Oh.
That's what that turned into. When you had your work wife, your work husband.
How about?
And then they do stuff for you. And then the thing about it is, it's this. What you would say? It's like the gestures that you don't get from your actual spouse, and they know that. So y'all had these conversations, y'all kiki, all that. You don't think nothing of it until your boo come to the job, and then the work husband or the work wife walk past, and then the look is different, and it's like, who's that? Type situation. That's that shit there. Then that's when it's an issue.
Oh, how about the dude that brought you flowers and you brought those home?
How about that old lady that stole that $1 million worth of chicken from the cafeteria? With them chicken wings, and they sentenced her to 20 years. Oh, they gonna give this lady 20 years for stealing chicken, but you got a man with all these felonies that can still run for president?
So how about the old lady who got sentenced or went to jail for stealing how much in chicken?
$1 million? Is it $1 million?
Y'all peep how she just moved on from that damn ain't that some bullshit? She lucky I ain't one of those dudes that's real jealous. If I really make a statement, you know I really had a problem with it. Especially that one that she took that picture of that dude's shirt when they went to the Japanese sushi festival.
Years. 9 years for stealing 1.5 million.
No, we ain't on chickens. We ain't clucking.
We not clucking.
No, we ain't
What
clucking.
Japanese?
The dude you took a picture of his shirt when you went to get some Uda Buddha food?
I thought it was the jollof.
Look at him. Trying to be a third host again. Ain't nobody asked you. You supposed to be.
Carl was security.
Where was your antennas while she was taking that picture? You punk. You supposed to stand up for your daddy. No! Don't take them pictures. That's what you supposed to do. You supposed to slap the phone out of her hand. And then get that dude to stare. Like that. Oh, okay. All right, you redeemed yourself.
Hey, yo.
Illinois school worker gets 9 years in prison for stealing $1.5 million in chicken wings. But I'll tell you this, you know what's so cool about it? The defensive star lineman for the Kansas City Chiefs offered to pay for those wings in exchange for her not having to do no prison time. Now, my question to you is, why the fuck is she stealing $1.5 million in wings? What the hell is she doing with them?
Why you
I coughed your way.
way.
Okay.
You disrespectful.
Oh man, she was a food service director. Now I want to tell you something. There's a certain level of accountability that comes with people that have power, and as a director, she's in charge of the bottom line. So I don't know now if I feel as bad
Hey, them
as I felt
cookouts and
before I
them
saw
dinners
this.
that she used to sell outside of work was lit.
So the food service director who was responsible for ordering food for students during the pandemic. However, suspicion arose when the district's business manager noticed the invoice for the chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
It raised eyebrows as chicken wings normally would not be served to students since they contain bones. Liddell was accused of ordering over 11,000 cases of wings and picking them up. herself in a cargo van. She is now facing 9 years.
Man.
So what do y'all think? Do you think she deserves to go to prison for 4.5? Because they ain't giving that old ass lady no 9 years in prison for no chicken wings. But I think when you put that label of director, there's a certain level of accountability and responsibility. And I also say this to say, as a director, I think you're supposed to be able to cultivate your business, and people are supposed to be able to rely on you and be able to talk with you and or have a conversation with you if they need be. Not this one goddamn director I know. This bitch. Oh shit. Oh. Man, this chick is black, yeah, and she act white. So it prompted me to do a little bit of research on this lady. What's so crazy about it is, y'all, she has been a director of what she is for 20-something years. She has a lot of education. She's a very intelligent lady. When you hear her talk, you could clearly tell she made a substantial investment into her education. But she has to be the most self-absorbed, rude-ass black lady that I've ever met in my entire life. I've never seen someone come look you right in your face, and the moment that you lock eyes, they go like this. And for me, I think because I have a platform like this, I think I have a responsibility to talk about the things that I feel I want to talk about. And she has always been the one person that I've wanted to talk about because I think she has asshole tendencies. And that is the part of her that I know exists and shows me that she has a tad bit of black in her. But then she also has that other fucking side that is privileged, where she don't feel like she need to say anything. You don't need to say nothing, and you need to kiss the fucking ground that she walk on. And that part of her, I dislike. And there are more people who work under you, around you, and with you who feel the same way about you. And I think that is a terrible way to live your life. I think being nasty and spiteful and evil and not treating life with the grace that you have been afforded is just some of the rudest shit I've ever seen in my life. And I think it's terrible. And you do not deserve to be in that position. Because that is not an expectation that a director should be given to the people who work around her, with her, and beside her.
And she would say,
I don't give a fuck.
This, because ain't nobody gonna say nothing to her.
Nope. Summer recaps, baby. What you got? Oh, we went to Busch Gardens, right? No, Hershey Park. That was amazing. Right, Carl? Yeah.
Had a great time.
Great time. What else you want to talk about? More summer recaps. We went.
Recaps.
Shit. Kids are back in school.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. They have now completed what?
4 days.
4 days. 3 days.
3 days.
You know, for all you
DC
kids and Maryland 26. Kids, and y'all don't go back to 26, just know my kid's gonna be smarter than you. 2 weeks, because they 2 weeks ahead, mother sucker.
Don't mean shit.
Don't mean nothing. But hey, it's nice to see that they seem excited about going back to school.
Yep, that little one, she's first grade, baby.
I wish you stopped bumping that daggone mic.
Loving it.
Yep. Then we did a game night. That's we still in summer. Fired all their asses up. What?
Game night was fun.
Yep.
Yeah, he went outside with me.
Oh, showed my little ass. Showed it. I was not Mike in the corner. I went in there and got the going.
Had a great time.
I got the going.
We had some outings. You know, I already talked about my
Yep. Someone was good to us.
Yep.
Outside of all this adult shit. All this adult shit.
We go see Jeezy in 2 weeks.
That's true. All these adult shit though. They said go on, be an adult.
I want to go back to a child's place. Take me back. You know when they don't say stay in a child place.
All this
go back.
responsibility shit is for the birds.
I want to go back.
But it is what it is, and I wouldn't trade it in though, because you just gotta fall in love with the process. Want to remove yourself from everything and everyone.
You done skipped a whole lot.
I got what's on my list. I'm skimming through. I read all this. That's all with the astronaut joint. You ain't want me to talk about it no more, so I ain't get to say
I'm trying to understand.
Okay. So, wanting to remove yourself from everything and everyone. Who could you possibly want to get yourself away from?
Everything.
And when do you feel you need to be away from everything?
Everything.
So I can tell you what I do.
Can I go to space?
Hell no.
Go up there with them?
You can go by yourself.
Can I go chill with them for a little bit?
Take your kids with you.
No. Nope.
Yeah. Hey, you don't think so. So what you trying to get away from? Is this how you felt when we came back from our little time away?
Escape.
No. Is that how you feel?
Real life.
It be like that sometimes, though. Yeah. I think sometimes life...
Like, time to myself. To take a solo trip. Why is you blinking like that? What is that? Why is you blinking like that?
I don't know.
And it's not to say, you know, like everyone has done something or whatever. It's just like these pants, I just keep sliding.
You better stop. I'll make that the cover page.
Every time I try to sit up, I keep sliding. But yeah.
Did you mean to put that on there?
What?
That topic?
Yes. You've never felt like you just don't want nothing to do with nobody.
Yeah.
Or nothing.
Yeah.
And like just want to space out. Escape.
Yeah.
So how did you deal with yours?
I came into this room, got my time away, and went back to y'all.
Nah.
I really don't.
That ain't gonna work for me.
I think we kind of, I don't know about you. I think we do sometimes. I mean, we go through our things like where, you know, sometimes the pressure get to you and you want to, you know, I don't know. I ain't felt like that in a while though. That's the crazy part about it. Of course, shit just, you know, piss you off sometimes, especially when things happen when you can't plan for them. But I haven't felt, that way about that. Like for me, I just want to always be willing to do the things that I can control. And what bothers me always is when things are out of my control. And I got to rely on people to do things that I want to be able to do myself. So, but getting that feeling, I mean, yeah, I want to be to myself sometimes, but I'm vocal about that now, especially now. And my time to myself doesn't necessarily mean I need to be gone somewhere. I can just separate myself, you know, and figure it out and then come back. Because I don't.
That's good.
Yeah, but it's also like being an adult. You know, they say being an adult is cool. This shit is tough. You know, it's tough because you know it's a lot of sacrifice, But I also feel like as long as I know I can look to, you got something to look forward to, it makes it easier. So I'm glad I was able to bring my opinion to that topic because I think I know what you mean, and I don't feel no way about it. Also, just say men handle tough times a little bit more easier than women do, and in a moment, it's gonna always piss you off. But excuse me, y'all, man. My allergies is kicking my ass. They say also being an adult is a part of, making sure you keep up with the upkeep of the house. So cutting the grass is one of those things that sometimes just bust my ass. So that's what happened to me this week. Carl, it's about to be your time, brother. I'm going to sit outside. No, I'm going to sit at the door and watch you run circles in that yard and treat that damn lawnmower like it's a car.
You be out there spinning like a Beyblade.
Yeah. Ain't going to accomplish shit.
Ain't going to put a whole
It's going to be patches all in the goddamn damn lawnmower going to run out of gas.
And he going to take it and spin it all around the trampoline. And the truck will be like a platform.
Yeah. But now I want to finish off with the YSL trial. Hey, y'all, I want to tell y'all some shit, dog. Before I get into these clips I want y'all to just listen to some of the shit, just some of the small things. These are small examples of why I feel like this YSL trial is becoming a shit show, and I think it's embarrassing for the judiciary system. It takes away the confidence for anybody, no matter what your crime is, feeling like you're gonna get a fair trial. And I felt like for the people who has been following this trial, and if you haven't, I really implore you to just, if you don't want to go watch, join the YSL trial hashtag on X, Twitter. We don't know shit about the law. We didn't go to school about the law, but during those trial days, y'all, the people that's locked in, I'm talking about people like me, and it's hundreds of other people that's really locked into this trial because it's a flim-flam. This shit is a straight up flim-flam. I've never seen like this bullshit. Like I know my algorithms isn't the only one that's been seeing Lil Witty everywhere. Well, Willie is the state's witness that they feel like they don't flipped and turned against Young Thug and the whole YSL gang. This gang is supposed to be responsible for murders, shooting, drugs, mayhem, and they consider these guys, when you bundle all that together, it's the RICO. The RICO Act allows them, from my understanding, to be able to grab a whole bunch of people up and charge them over whatever state mandated charges you can possibly impose. The problem is this trial has been going on. The problem is this trial has been going on for almost 2 years. And this is what some of the stuff I found just this week alone, just the last 7 days, that I found that is completely a bunch of bullshit. So I want to start with the first clip. And this one was the one, y'all, I felt was the most concerning.
Vastly miscalculated. Okay. All right. Let's stop for the day then. All right.
Can I go?
Yes. Be back here at 9 in the morning.
I don't get no sleep, Jay. Can I come like at 10, 11?
Sorry. All right.
So Little Woody said he is getting sick and fucking tired of coming to court at 8 a.m. every day for court to start 8:45. He is telling the judge that he is freaking tired. So he wants to sleep into about 9:30 and he be able to get to court to like 10:30. And she ain't going for that shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give y'all an idea about scheduling.
The judge that you hear is Judge Whitaker. Reese Whitaker. That is her name. And she's giving the jury instructions for what she has and what she expects. And also the time frame of how far she think this case is going to go.
Moving forward, what I am planning to do is, for the most part, be here from 9 a.m. to 5 to 5:30.
That is a freaking job.
Not in fact.
Obviously, it kind of depends on what a witness is saying if we're about to wrap up. But I am not going to be able to accommodate regular leaving early. I mean, if there is some specific one day XYZ is going on, please raise it. But I can't just be like, we're going to quit at 2 every Tuesday or something like that. I mean, I can't do that. We've got too much to get through here. So I know y'all already had been given all of next week off. So
all of next week started on Thursday. So now they brought the jury in for 10 days, probably less than 10 days, and they spent the last 7 of those 10 days with Little Woody on the stand. Keep in mind, Little Woody has already been on the stand for 4 months now.
So y'all will be out August 19th through 23rd.
August 19th through the 23rd. So now you are pushing this trial a whole 2 weeks out before you can start on Little Woody again. But I will tell you this.
Again?
Little Woody is still on the stand. Little Woody was supposed to be off the stand Friday. Little Woody could not be finished because they had audio problems. And this is the stall tactics that can potentially ruin a situation where the state has a limited taxpayers' funds and YSL has how much money they have that will eventually run out and they can't afford these fucking lawyers.
You're also going to be out Thursday and Friday, August 29th and 30th. And then obviously Monday, September 2nd. That's Labor Day weekend, Labor Day. We will definitely be out. November 11th is Veterans Day. That's a county and state holiday, I think. And then assuming we're still going Thanksgiving, at least Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, November 27th, 28th, and 29th. You want me to repeat that one? So November 11th and then November 27th through 29th and out December 23rd through January 1st. I'm not saying that is the only days we'll be out, but those are the ones I know of right now. But
2025? Y'all still gonna be having Lil Woody on the stand?
Generally speaking, it's gonna be a 9 to 5 or 5:30 schedule so that we can maybe not be here by Christmas and New Year's. I don't know. But anyway, so wanted to let y'all know those dates that I know right now. And then I want to remind y'all that you all need to decide the case based only on the evidence that you hear in this courtroom and the law that I'm going to give.
It is hard to follow this case specifically by those rules when you got Little Woody trending every freaking day. The man is trending everywhere. Eventually, he's going to be on a goddamn billboard.
Wow.
Clip 2.
They playing with Young Thug life like that.
Remember what I told the police?
Okay, what do you remember happening?
Niggas was shooting at us.
Can you watch your language?
I mean, people were shooting at us.
All right. And
Little Woody is about to confess to some shit on the stand. But what makes this funny is what he says before he does it. Listen.
where were you all? Where were you standing when they were shooting at you?
Outside.
Okay, and you said they were shooting at us. Who else was out there with you?
A lot of people, little kids, I can't be specific who was out there.
Okay. Do you remember telling Detective Gaither and Detective Dennis that Thug was out there with you?
I don't recall.
And that the individuals started shooting from the bushes?
I don't recall where they were shooting at, but I thought they were shooting it.
And also, did you tell Detective Gaither that you ended up having to run behind a young woman who was out there as well?
I don't recall what I told the investigators.
And do you recall telling the investigators that at the Cascade skating ring, you confronted Kel about them shooting at you all?
You know what the Cascade skating ring is, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what the baby mama got.
On the bushes.
What happened in Nut got nothing to do with YSL. This some shit. Excuse me language. This got everything to do with threat. You know what I mean? I was trying to protect threat from the get-go. You know what I mean? Threat, and they had some more stuff going on.
Threat is another member of this so-called YSL gang.
Like,
Was threat at the gambling house when it got shot up by Kel?
you said nothing I say can be used against me.
That's right.
Here we go.
Threat shot up Rich Homie Coin Dad at the barbershop on Bankhead. I don't know what happened with Threat and Rich Homie Coin, but I'm going to ride with my brother. And they was beefing, and yeah, we pulled up and did that.
Loyalty has to be a life-changing motherfucker. Your Honor, you said I can't get charged by anything I say? Oh, me and Nuts shot up the damn barbershop.
What?
Okay, I got another one for you.
Whenever y'all were in the club, y'all would initially just
Watch what this nigga do.
At each other.
He need to be in acting class. He need to be in a show.
Interview. Did you tell Detective Thorpe that initially, when you and Shokel were in the club, y'all never really fist fought? Y'all
He's
just
getting
would throw
angry
birds
now.
at each
Watch
Like I
this.
told you, before y'all called me to trial, I have lied. I made things up. I told you this before y'all brought me in this courtroom. And I'm telling you now, you asked me about 2015. I have got my life together. Y'all trying to put this on my conscience. Y'all trying to put people's life in my hands. I don't lie on people. I don't want to be here. Y'all have pressured me. I'm tired of y'all. Because y'all know y'all are wrong. And y'all black people doing this to us.
And I understand.
You black people doing this to us? No, nigga. Y'all did that shit to yourselves. One thing this trial has taught me, crime ain't worth it.
Well, my man, I'm still lost it. Your Honor, you said whatever I say can't use me.
And just spit it all out. Me and Threat went and shot that man. I don't know what happened with him and Rich Homie Quan, but I'm going to ride with my man. It's like a rap song. I got another one for you.
Is the other individual Max or Dolly White?
I recall.
And is the last male that we hear, is that Jeffrey Williams or Thug?
I recall.
Now, back in 2015, you talked about the gun that Quindarius Zachary bought for you, or Little D from Cleveland purchased for you. Do you remember talking about that?
I recall.
To your knowledge, did Mr. Williams ever tell Little D to purchase that gun for you? The gun that was found at the Dunbar Center?
I'm listening.
Okay. To your knowledge, at any point, are you aware if Mr. Williams or Thug told Little D to get that gun from you?
Because it sounds funny. And that,
Okay. Do you need me to repeat my question?
you said, did Mr. Williams tell me to get...
No, excuse me. Let me rephrase. The gun from the Dunbar Center. To your knowledge, did Thug tell Little D to get that gun from you?
From me?
Yes.
He don't know. No, I don't know. No.
Your answer is no? Your answer is no?
I ain't never heard none of this stuff you talking about.
Do you recall telling the detectives in your 2015 interview that it was your understanding that Thug told Little D to get that gun from you?
I don't recall. Tell the
I don't recall.
He has a hit out. Name of the song is I Don't Recall. It's on DSPs. I know it is. What? Charles White was promoting it on his TikTok last week, and then that video magically disappeared. It disappeared at the same time.
Who is Charles White?
The dude who made that statement about black men dating white women and why he does it.
Oh, with the fake ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then that video just magically disappeared. And as it disappeared the next day, one of the defense attorneys brought it up, not specifically to Lil Woody, but what he's seen on social media. This same defense attorney is in our YSL hashtag on Twitter X.
I don't recall.
These niggas is retarded. This whole case is a flim-flam. I'm glad that lady that's a Republican has said she is appalled and confused about this case. She said it is wasteful. Is waste time. When you waste people tax money, she said it's a waste of time. She like everything you're saying is circumstantial at best. And she said the person that's in charge of all this shit should immediately pull back from this case. And she said it's also a reason why another state attorney said that he wasn't going to take on the case because he felt like the evidence they had was circumstantial. And boy, when you hear all these games that Miss Hilton and Miss Love is playing, and every time you feel like Steele and the rest of those defense attorneys got an upper hand, boy, Judge Whitaker comes right back and just goes against the things that she say. And they really think we stupid, but I'm telling you something, y'all. This is a perfect tutorial video case that can show you how you need to train your troublesome children to not be in gangs and do violence, because the shit don't pay. And you niggas are broke. You niggas ain't got nothing. You niggas ain't got nothing. Listen, Little Woody ain't got a dime. The attorney Bumpus was hired by Young Thug.
Who? What?
His ex-attorney
Who
was hired by Young Thug.
Who?
Little Woody's.
Young Thug was paying for his attorney?
Yes. They got jail calls when he was asking, can he get him a lawyer? Sonya, this shit is a mess. It is really I'm glad. Hey, listen.
So who's paying for his attorney now? He got state.
I don't know who this dude is. This dude says anything I feel like was used against my client behind the scenes shouldn't work, because they want to talk about this ex parte meeting that they had without notifying the defense that they was having it, and that's why Judge Glanville was removed from the case, because that was unethical to have a secret fucking meeting. Fuck that ex parte. Fucking bullshit. But I'm invested, man, and I appreciate the footage of Law and Crime on YouTube. Those guys know how to make it work. They are spending 6, 7, and 8, and 9-hour days in that courtroom recording every ounce of footage. And they are providing us
How
with
is
some
that allowed?
That's because they put in notice to be able to be the video people. You gotta request that, and they did it. Because you know how I know it's important that they did it? Because Miss Love said, if y'all need a video from anything we done, she pointed right over to the camera. Oh, we had a camera in here just been rolling since we've been in here the whole time. And when you go look on YouTube, you see all the days. It's up there for everything you need to see. And I know if you ain't been locked in, you can go and switch up, because it's too much to consume. But it's so entertaining, and there's so much bullshit going on. And I tell you, I don't know when it's going to come. My thought process is that it will be a mistrial before this lady even gets the opportunity to get in office. And she said the first thing she going to do is get rid of this case. So if this new state attorney, general lady that's going to get in here, I wish I knew her name. Her name is Kristen something. If she get in office, she say she going to throw this shit out because it's a waste of time. But I think it's going to be a mistrial before that, because I just can't understand people being so unprepared and it keeps being rewarded. Especially when you're playing with people's lives.
But isn't this the same stuff that they should have went with the state should have had when they was with Glanville?
Yes.
Like, so what is it that you don't have?
But these are also evidence that they claim. I mean, attorneys stood up and said some of the things they get now is stuff that they requested on December 17th of 2023. And so you telling me you got like a 8-9 month fucking extension, and then she just extended it by a whole nother week, which is going to take until almost 10 months.
For you to get this stuff? For
you to get evidence on 130 witnesses that you claim that you got to go against YSL. Yeah, but I think we impact that.
What show is this? This sound like this supposed to be a series.
It is a series. Every day is a new series.
I mean
a new episode.
A real live
show. Oh, like believe me.
Like Love After Lockup and shit.
Hulu love doing docs. If they want to do a doc off this bullshit. The horror story behind the Young Thug and YSL trial.
And meanwhile, Gunna out here.
How much of Well, hey, look, y'all. We appreciate y'all, man, for vibing out with us. We do this for you guys. We enjoy doing this. I know my wife has really grown to love it. So we want you to do what you need to do. Subscribe, rate, review, comment, share, and like. Go over to Patreon and become a Patreon member. Get that early access to the pod and the unedited version to watch, so you can see all the behind-the-scenes bullshit that we doing, from music into other things, man. We appreciate y'all, man, for listening and watching episode 164. And then I made it through this episode without doing too much sneezing and stuff, so I appreciate that.
Sneezed over here.
I mean, I was doing a lot of hacking and coughing, but I ain't got nothing. It's just allergies. We thank you. We out. Peace.